Hello and welcome to United with Alva. You can always unite with me by liking, subscribing, and commenting on the comment section below. Now let's get to the vibes. Man United have contacted RB Leipzig to inquire about Benjamin Sessko. A video Fabrizio Romano have already reported that RB Leipzig will be demanding a whopping 75 million euro with add-ons and then future sale on clause. And Manchester United are trying to include Rasmus in the deal in order to reduce the price. And RB Leipzig is also reported to be in admiration for Rasmus. My only concern is I don't want Man United to abandon. I don't want Man United to discard Rasmus at this point in his career. It's very important for Manchester United to keep Rasmus. You are bringing in Benjamin Sessko, who is coming in from the Bundesliga at 22 years old, similar age to Rasmus. And you want Benjamin Sessko to carry the load of being a regular Premier League goal scorer week in, week out. He might fumble. Keeping Rasmus will take the pressure off Benjamin Sessko. And if you look at the preseason, especially against Bournemouth, Rasmus has a change in mentality. You could see from his attitude that his willingness to run, his willingness to hold up play was vastly improved. Everybody forgets Rasmus had an incredible season, an incredible debut season, scoring 16 goals for Manchester United. Second season didn't go as planned, but that is a growth. He's 21, now he's 22. That is growth. One Thierry Henry had a fantastic season back then with AS Monaco. Went to the World Cup in the 98 and did well and win the World Cup for Manchester United. And win the World Cup for France, and won the World Cup for France. He won the World Cup for France, He won the World Cup for France. And Juventus came calling. He went to Juventus, had an okay season, an okay debut season, and the system was changed to 3-5-2. And he was played as a right wing back and wasn't comfortable. Juventus told him they will let him go. As the winger, former coach of AS Monaco, back then he was the coach of Arsenal, called Thierry Henry and brought Thierry Henry to Arsenal. His first 2 seasons was disastrous. He wasn't as prolific as we know him to be. 3 seasons after his first 3 seasons, the rest is history. Everybody speaks of Thierry Henry as if he's never had a difficult season because he learns the ropes. In recently you can compare Hugo Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike was at Saint-Etienne and PSG came for him as a young prodigy. He went to PSG, he didn't live up to expectations as everybody thought he could. And he went to Frankfurt in Germany and did well. And now Liverpool has gone for him for $95 million. So when you are young, you have to go through difficult periods, and that's what Rasmus is going through. He really didn't play enough football even at Copenhagen before Atalanta came for him. I think he played only a season at Atalanta, and he wasn't even playing regularly. And he came to Manchester United, but yet he proved by scoring 60 goals in his debut season for Manchester United. The second season, things has not gone as planned, but that does not mean he will not be a good player. He's learning his role, and to be in England and to be scoring goals for Manchester week in, week out. And remember, Man United don't create enough chances. He was playing with Garnacho, who always wants to score his goals. Rashford, who's not running, who's not working enough for him. Anthony, who was out of form. The only player who was creating magic or sort of chances for him was Ahmad. So you can't put all the blame on Rasmus as if Rasmus is not performing. Last season, Kobe Mainoo didn't perform, but everybody is willing to give Kobe Mainoo the chance, and nobody is willing to give Rasmus the chance. People are saying his confidence is low. Yeah, he will be low. It will be low. But look at his attitude in the preseason. No, now he has learned. Now he has been in the trenches. He has understand the game. Now his intelligence of the game has gone up. You are bringing Benjamin Sessko, who has never tasted such criticism before. You are bringing Benjamin Sessko, who has not been in this fire before, these trenches before. RB Leipzig, if you score 4 goals or 5 goals in a season, nobody's talking about it. This is the last season was the only season that he was able to score 21 goals or double goals for RB Leipzig. He's not a consistent goal scorer in this year. He hasn't been that. So for us to all of a sudden say he's far better than Rasmus Holland, it's not true. Just because we've gotten a new shiny toy doesn't mean the old toy is not good enough. Personally, I think it would be a mistake for Man United to let Rasmus Holland go to RB Leipzig, because when he goes to RB Leipzig, he's going to shine. I'm telling you, I kid you not. He will shine at RB Leipzig, and teams will go and fight for Rasmus Holland, and they'll sell him around close to 70, 75, or maybe 100 million euro, and then he'll go ahead to have a magnificent career, simply because Man United didn't have the patience to keep him. Because, mind you, Sessko will need time, and keeping Rasmus Holland will take the burden off Sessko, and they'll be fighting for that position. And it's good to have people, two players, young, ready, hungry to fight for that position. I don't think Benjamin Sessko is fully ready to carry that burden. Well, Ferdinand made a statement that Benjamin Sessko is coming to a different environment, whereby he will have Matheus Cunha and Brian Mbeumo to create chances for him. So it's different. Why don't you put Rasmus Holland also in that environment and see what he can produce? With Cunha and Brian Mbeumo creating chances for him. The main problem last season was that United weren't creating enough chances. And if you look at Rasmus Holland's debut season, he's a clinical goal scorer. Last season, his hold-up play was terrible, but you could see from these few preseason games that his hold-up play has improved massively. He's fighting defenders to hold up the ball. He's fighting defenders to link up play. And this is encouraging for us to let him go. All because Benjamin Sessko is coming to England. Yes, his link-up play might look better because he's the German Bundesliga. Because the physicality and the intensity in the Premier League far outweighs that of the Bundesliga. Far outweighs that of the Bundesliga. Rasmus Holland will go to the Bundesliga and hold that defenders with ease. I'm telling you, with ease. With ease. I don't think Sessko will have it smooth sailing at Manchester United. He's not. So we need to keep Rasmus Holland for them to compete for that position. Same age profile, same style of play. Just, small detailed technique differences in them. So I think it's prudent for Man United to keep Rasmus Holland for them to fight for the position. Letting Rasmus Holland go, to me, is premature. At this age, 22, he came out United at just 20 years. 20 years. And he's been there 2 seasons for 20 years. And you're expecting him to bang in goals every weekend? It's not going to happen. You're not going to get such productivity from a 20-year-old player. First season was 16, magnificent. Second season, 21. He wasn't prolific. Third season, let's try him out again. With good environment, with good discipline, with good structure. It's very important for Manchester United to do that. Very, very important for Manchester United to do that. I personally feel to be a big mistake to let Rasmus Holland go. Personally, I personally feel to be a big mistake for Manchester United to let Rasmus Holland go and not give him the time to develop. And because I'm betting you, Benjamin Sessko will not have a smooth sailing. He will have a difficult period. And what best scenario will it be if he has Rasmus Holland for him to compete for that position? And they will learn from each other and to create a healthy competition. Because Rasmus Holland is not good to sleep. Likewise, Benjamin Sessko will also give more than 100% just to keep the position. So it's very important for them to keep those two. Now let's go to Alejandro Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho is keen on going to Chelsea, and Chelsea is trying to lowball Manchester United. Chelsea are trying to wait as long as they can to bring in a very low offer. And Chelsea are very good in doing that. They are very good in getting players on the cheap. And I like the statement Ruben Amorim made the other time, stating that if teams think they'll wait until the last minute and bring in an offer, and to bring in an offer that is not worthy of their players, he's ready to invite the players in the camp. It's very important for him to have said that. To make you, because if we are in a haste or we are forced to sell Alejandro Garnacho, Chelsea will get him cheap. £35 million are being reported that Chelsea want to offer to Manchester United, and this is a bad deal. Kudus went to Tottenham for £52 million after scoring just 5 goals and having 3 assists for £52 million. For £52 million. Anthony Alanga went to Newcastle for £55 million, 6 goals, 11 assists. Garnacho scored, I think, 8 goals or 9 goals and then 7 assists. His productivity is much higher than these two. So at least United should get minimum £60 million for Garnacho. If Chelsea are not able to bring an offer close or that matches or even beyond that, United are not supposed to take it. United are not supposed to take it. They priced Jackson for £80 million, thinking United will come for him, and they will negotiate down to probably 60 to 70 and squeeze all the money from United. United have to do best to hold on to Alejandro Garnacho as best as they can. If Chelsea are not able to offer around £60 million, he's not going to Chelsea. That should be clear. That should be clear. It's the same strategy that Robertins are trying to play. They are also waiting as long as they can, as when the windows, where the transfer window is getting close, and they come in for Anthony. Coming for Anthony for a few, they want a low with an option to buy. You've had him on low. You've seen what he's capable of. So what loan do you want again with an option to buy? If it's not a permanent transfer, United is not selling. If it's not a permanent transfer, Manchester United is not selling. United have to be firm in this transfer window, else people will take us for granted. We've been taken for granted for years. We've been taken for granted for years. The only good news here, the only player that we're trying to sell and who's willing to go now is Sancho. Sancho is ready to take a huge pay cut for him to join Borussia Dortmund to revitalize his career. Now he has finally seen that nobody is going to pay the big bucks for him. He's not the Sancho of old. He's come to England, he's not proven. He's come to England and he has not proven. If he should have taken the £130,000 from Chelsea, United will have discarded him and used his money for something else. £25 million is. We'll probably be negotiating for other players. These teams are taking as long as they can to come with an low offer, and this is hindering Manchester United to be very active in the transfer market. If you are, and they've done most of the transfer activities with other teams, and they are waiting as long as they can to come with a low offer. Our transfer window has been hindered because teams are unwilling to pay certain amount United is quoting for. So we also have to be. So if you are coming in 1 week or 2 weeks just before the transfer window ends, there's no need to sell at a lower price, because every team that sells their players close to the transfer window always charges more than necessary, because they know they might not get enough replacement. Because if you take that money and also going to bring in a replacement, you also be charged more than necessary, because they know when they are also going to find a replacement, they will be charged more than necessary. Only at Manchester United, people will try to come in and squeeze in a low offer, because we are eager to discard these players. If the right offer doesn't come, United are not supposed to accept. And United have to be very firm in these situations. We'll be taken for granted for far too long. Finally, I'd like to touch on Brian Mbeumo and Seydou Kouni. Brian Mbeumo will make his debut finally against Everton, and every United fan is ecstatic. I want to see Brian Mbeumo start. I want to see Brian Mbeumo start because I've not seen Brian Mbeumo start, and I've not seen. I think Holland also not played with Cunha yet, so I like to see that front three. I like to see how that pans out. Cunha, Rasmus, Holland, Brian Mbeumo. Bruno Fernandes, it could either be Kobe Minu or Casemiro, depending on what the coach take. Ahmad at the left wing back, Doku at the Ahmad at the right wing back, Doku at the left wing back. Eddie Haven, Delete, and then Lenny. I want to see this lineup. I just want to see patterns. I want to see communications. I want to see understand. I want to see a whole lot of variety in the build-up play. How Mbeumo and then Cunha will what? How their impact will be in the game. I want to see that, and I'm very excited to see it. I'm very excited to see it. I'm also hoping that Sessko get a goal before the preseason ends before we go to the Old Trafford and play Fiorentina. He's been so highly rated. I want to see him. The likes of Diego Leon, Hitty Williams, Morhos, couple of players have gotten their, the opportunities. And I want to see Sessko also have enough time period to see what he's capable of. Because he played very few minutes in, I think, would you like to say pre-season before we went to the vacation and then coming to the pre-season again. Just a small camo about him. I was very impressed. I want to see more. And I hope Ruben Amorim gives him that opportunity. This is what I have for you today. Like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section below.